As our population grows, so too does the demand for more social and affordable housing. And to support this growth, there's a need to recruit and retain highly skilled staff. For the role of the housing professional is changing. There's a range of tasks not previously expected of them and a greater focus on customer service. Housing is as much about creating better homes as developing and supporting successful communities.
The staff are really lovely, very, very helpful and really nice to us. We don't want for nothing.
I'm very lucky. I really put my hands together without getting emotional to think that I'm able to live here in a lovely place like this.
At 25, graduate Matthew Bird has chosen a career in housing management. He's responsible for 9 estates in South London for the Peabody Trust, and today he's visiting one of them.
Well, what I like about the job is the fact that you're not cooped up behind a desk all day. You're out on estates, meeting people. Actually, the communities you work in, quite often you can make a difference to people's lives, which can be a lot more rewarding than other jobs I've had.
Yeah? Always, yeah.
Great. The 2 main duties would be site visits and home visits. So, I mean, the site inspections would include sort of inspecting communal cleaning standards, any sort of maintenance issues that you can notice. I mean, quite often you come out with a surveyor to do more technical things. And home visits vary from a range of tenancy matters such as antisocial behaviour to decorating allowances, those sort of things.
Oh, hello, all right.
I've got those decorations allowances forms for you.
Thank you.
Actually, the communities you work in, quite often you can make a difference to people's lives, which can be a lot more rewarding than other jobs I've had.
And the need to attract younger people like Matthew into the sector has never been greater. Housing has an ageing workforce. Nearly a third of employees are aged between 50 and 64. And replacing them when they retire will require finding more than 50,000 new people by 2014. So the Sector Skills Agreement identifies the need to attract more school leavers and graduates into the profession through more effective engagement with further and higher education and by simplifying pathways into the sector. And by highlighting the different roles that exist within the industry, the sector can also market and promote housing as a career of opportunity and choice.
I think it could be made more attractive by raising awareness, perhaps approaching people before they're doing their degrees, or approaching people even better while they're still at school, so it puts that little light bulb in there, thinks, hang on, this is perhaps something that I'd like to do later on.
Other than the staff machine.
Once you start off in housing, there are just so many different paths that you can go along. It's not like some career options where you've got that single track and you've done your degree and you've done your training. You can start with doing maintenance side of it, overseeing that, working in estate management. You can be working in a support environment. There's just so many different things you can do.
All right, I'll see you later.
Asset Skills recognises that as the industry develops, new qualifications and standards will be required. But staff that are given opportunities to develop their skills are more likely to remain loyal to their employer.
We've set up a programme of training through which people are able to progress through the ranks, and we've now got people who we took on who started in fairly junior roles and have moved through the organisation to become managers in their own right. So we've seen training as being quite a valuable tool in helping us retain good staff.
It's an exciting time to be working in the housing sector, and the opportunities and challenges of the coming years will be best met through partnership. The voluntary sector, social housing, local authorities and professional bodies like the Chartered Institute of Housing and the National Housing Federation, all working together to ensure the right people have access to the right skills so they continue to enter and stay within the industry.
Well, it is very important that we get the people into housing. There is a skills shortage at the moment at various parts of the housing sector, and we really need to work together as an industry to try and bring people into our business. And if we work together through Asset Skills, we can really get the message across to schools, further education colleges and universities, that this business that we work in is very important, very rewarding, and that there are real opportunities here.